Good morning, friends and family. John Miller, your Lake Stevens Realtor, coming at you here on a Monday, June 29th of 2020. Still on our coronavirus lockdown, as it were. I think we're still in phase 2 here in Snohomish County. A lot of restrictions. We're looking forward to going into phase 3 here shortly. We hope this week. At any rate, today's question comes out of Monroe, Washington. And the question is, as a buyer, can I back out of a deal? And the answer is a little bit more complex. It's a good question, but it's somewhat complex. Arbitrarily, generally, the answer is no. I mean, no one's going to force you to sign papers or complete a transaction as a buyer. You would be in default if you did, if you had no legal recourse and you backed out, you just refused to sign. But let's not. We'll get to that here in just a moment. When I prepare an offer for a buyer, I am putting a number of contingencies in place to protect your interests pretty much start to finish. It's a little harder in a strong seller's market when we're trying to make offers that are very aggressive. Many times we are limiting those contingencies to make the offer more lucrative to the seller. So there are very few contingencies. Now, in a level playing field, in a stable market, yes, you have the right to have a home inspection. You have the right to get your financing in place. And other contingencies that again protect your interest start to finish. Most of those are going to be in place obviously on day one, and then as time goes on, those contingencies are met or the time expires on them, and it gets harder to back out of a deal the farther into a transaction you go. If you get to basically the day before signing and say, you know what, I don't want to do this. Yeah, you would be in default. You would lose the recourse. You would lose your earnest money. It doesn't happen very often, again, because of those contingencies. In 16 years and hundreds of transactions, I've only seen it happen twice. I didn't represent either buyer. I was representing the seller on both occasions, and both those occasions we did recover the buyer's earnest money. I don't remember the reasons for backing up, but it didn't matter. It doesn't happen very often, to answer that question. So. Obviously, if you have any questions specifically to that, let me know. Happy to answer them. Interest rates this week, 3.13% on a 30-year fixed. Again, phenomenal rates. We are seeing a real resurgence in the market. A lot of homes coming on the market and being sold very quickly too, which is great. So, at any rate, wherever you are, we love you. Next week, this coming weekend is 4th of July, so enjoy your 4th, and we will see you next Monday.